Hello to everybody. I am P. Chandrasekhar, Faculty of Zoology, and today we will start the another topic of ecology and environments, that is called biodiversity and conservation. This is the last topic of ecology and environment, which is also quite interesting and which is very important to all the countries of the global earth. Now we'll discuss some of the questions like that. The first question is like that: the native species of cuplet, fish of Lake Victoria were driven to or nearly to extinction by the introduction of course, which of the exotic species? You know that what is the meaning of exotic species? Any living organism, particularly the fishes, are imported into one of the country from the neighboring countries itself is called exotic species. In that way, the more than 200 species of the complete native species of the Lake Victoria is simply driven or to extinction itself because of by importing one of the foreign or exotic species into the lake, and that is therefore just for sake of giving a good option for this, and four of the options are so far given, and one is the North American sturgeon. It is also exotic species which is not introduced into the Lake Victoria. That's why the first option is not concerned. Nile perch. Nile perch is the correct option because of this is the only exotic species which is introduced into the Lake Victoria, and by the effect of exotic species, certainly more than 200 species of the complete native species of the Victoria Lake is became extinction itself. So that's why the second option is correct to this question. Now we go for the C option. Eels is a kind of fishes which is not imported into the Lake Victoria, and D option the boss. Here A, C, B or D options are not connected with the complete fishes or extinction of the complete. Only the B option is the correct option. When it is introduced into the Lake Victoria, gradually the more of the complete species are going to be extincted itself. Okay, now we go for the another question. The second question, that is called how many countries are pledged their commitment to achieve reduced rate of the biodiversity loss by 2020 in the World Summit on Sustainable Development held in 2002 in the Johannesburg of South Africa itself. Only the question is asking you people how many countries are so far committed their pledgement or committed their commitment to control the biodiversity, extinction of the biodiversity at the year of 2020 itself. Now the options are like that. A option is the 180, B option is the 200 countries, and C option is the 190, and D option is the 210 countries itself. Among four of the options, C option is correct. 190 countries are so far pledged, and as well as they attended the World Summit which is held at Johannesburg of the South Africa, and they are committed and to maintain a constant biodiversity of the global earth itself. So now I am opting the C option for this question. And after that, next question is read the given statements. Read the given statement and select the correct option. Statement 1 as well as statement 2 is given that the statement 1 is explaining that the tropical rainforests are disappearing fastly from the developing countries such as India. The second statement is as like that: no value is attached to the forest. These are forests. No value is attached to this forest because of their poor biodiversity. Now the options are like that. A option, Both statements 1 and 2 correct. B option is statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect. And C option is the statement 1 incorrect and statement 2 is correct. And D option both statements 1 and 2 are incorrect. Because wherever you studied that, you studied any rainforest which are present in the global earth. Certainly the rainforest having the more biodiversity than any other ecosystems of the global earth itself. So on the basis of that, the first option we go for both the statements and 1 and 2 correct. No. Here the B option is the statement 1 is correct naturally. And because of most of the tropical rainforests are going to be demolished and destructed and fastly extincted from the developed countries like India. So naturally the statement 1 is correct but 2 is incorrect because of the tropical forests are simply attached with the more biodiversity of the plants and animals also. That's why the B option is correct for this question. Whereas C option statement 1 is incorrect. No, it is correct. That's why and the statement 2 is correct. The third option or C option is also not correct. And D option both the statements 1 and 2 are incorrect. No, the first statement is already came to know that it is correct option, but only the second option or statement 2 is incorrect. So this will be present in the B option only. That's why for sake of this question we are opting the B option as the correct option itself. Now we go for the fourth question, germplasm. Germplasm conservation at low temperature or minus centigrade. That means the seeds of the plants and some of the valuable species of the animals can be preserved in the liquid nitrogen. And not only that, at minus 196 centigrades of the temperature, what is the technical term is given when the germplasm is preserved in the nitrogen liquid at minus centigrade temperature itself. Options are like that. A option is the stratification. What I said, the dispersal of the species in different regions of the global earth can be named as the stratification. And B the cryopreservation itself. The B option is the correct option when the germplasm is preserved in the liquid nitrogen. That will be called as the cryopreservation. And third option is scarification. No, not at all concerned with the none of this. Of course, the B option is related with this question. That's why none of this is also incorrect to this. Now I am opting the second option for the question, sir. Okay, now after few of the questions were discussed and after that we go for some other questions of biodiversity and conservation. Next question is as follows. Major extensive conservation of biodiversity is being managed by. Options are like this: Natural Bureau of Plants, Animals and Fish Genetic Resources. And of course, with the help of that, the global earth is maintaining the conservation of biodiversity itself. And B option, Indian Agriculture Research Institute. Of course, it is the one of the research institute which is always concerned to develop the new techniques in the agriculture to obtain the more or to get the more crop yield, and which is not a source of biodiversity conservation. And see the Forest Research Institute itself, which is also one kind of the research institute. And of course it is also not correct explanation to question, or else it is the conservation of biodiversity itself. Fourth option is the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research itself. It is also not concerned with maintaining the biodiversity itself. That's why among the four of the options, and A is the correct option for this question, that is called National Bureau of Plants, Animal and fish genetic resources are the only source to maintain or to control the or to conserve the biodiversity itself. After this, now I am going to be explaining or discuss one more question or other question like that, which is incorrect regarding the David Tillman experiment itself. And regarding that David Tillman is always concentrated on number of species or number of species or variety of the species may be present in the ecosystem. That will be helpful to maintain the diversity of the ecosystem. And not only that, that will be helpful to increase the productivity of the ecosystem itself. Mostly he was concentrated on that. If the less species are present, less productivity can be present, and maximum or more of the species can be present, and more of the productivity can be present. The maximum number of the species can be present in the ecosystem. The stability can be present. There is no variations are also not going to be takes place in the productivity of the ecosystem itself. So on that way, he was concentrated and he was selected so many open plants and he examined and observed, and after that only he was proposed one of the specific experiment itself. Now that is the which is incorrect regarding the David Tillman experiment. So regarding this question, 4 of the options are given like that. A option, plants with more species do not show much variation. What I said now, if any ecosystem is simply filled with the maximum number or more of the species, and certainly that will be leads into that will not show any much variation itself. Number of species are more. And of course do not show much variation in the total biomass itself. And according to that, the maximum species are present, the maximum productivity will be extracted by the people from that ecosystem itself. That first option, that is also correct. That B option is the species richness is not directly associated with the productivity. What I said, this is the incorrect regarding the David Tillman, because of the species richness means more species present in the more number of the species are present in the ecosystem, that will be defined as the species richness. If the species richness is more, and that will be leads into more productivity. That's why. So here the second option is like that. The more richness or the species richness is not directly associated with the productivity. Species richness is naturally directly connected to or directly associated with the productivity of the ecosystem. That's why the B option is incorrect to the David Tillman. And C, the increased diversity is effective in higher product naturally. If the more diversity is present or increased diversity of the species is present, that will be leads into more productivity also. Third option is also correct. And D, the all of this. Only among the 4 of the options for this question, second is incorrect and not supporting the David Tillman experiment itself. So that's why the second or B option is incorrect regarding this question. I'm opting the B option itself. And after that, now I am going to be explain another question. Sorry, it's okay, no? Now the next question is the major cause of loss of number of migratory birds. The question is asking that what is the reason, what is the cause of to decrease or to loss of the migratory birds on the global Earth itself. The options are like that. Bad weather, one is the bad weather, second one is the urbanization, of course pesticides. These are all not correct causes to decrease or to loss of the migratory birds on the global Earth. Now the fourth one is the fragmentation. Fragmentation means naturally whatever the natural habitats are present in the global Earth, that will be leads and that will be break down into the small pieces. That will be called as the fragmentation of the habitat. And the fifth one is the loss of habitat itself. Of course, by the explosions or the vigorously the development of agriculture is also one of the effect of the human beings to loss of number of the migratory birds, which is comes under fifth factor, that is called loss of habitat itself. Now, once these five of the factors are included under A, B, C, D option, which is correct option to the this question itself. Now we go for the first option, or A option is included 1 and 2. What is that? Bad weather and urbanization. And B option is included 4th and 5th. 4th is the fragmentation and 5th one is the loss of habitat itself. Because of the migratory birds, what is the purpose of migration of the birds? When they are facing the unavoidable conditions in the native places, then they are opting to migrate into the suitable areas, and for sake of exploiting the suitable regions or suitable environmental conditions to develop their offsprings itself. So that's why the second option or B option is included fragmentation. And fourth, if the habitat is break down into pieces or the completely extinction of the habitats in the nature, these are the two of the important factors which are adversely affect on the migratory bird number itself. That's why the B option is correct to this question. And whereas C option is included 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3 also. And D option is included the none of this. So now better to opt under the second option, and B option is the correct option for the cause of loss of number of migratory birds. So that's why I am also opting to this question B. Now we go for the other question, vulnerable species are. What do you mean of vulnerable species? Are in the global earth itself. Now the four of the options are so far given to better define or to better explain about the vulnerable species like that. The first option is like this, which are facing high risk of extinction in the wild in near future itself. Of course, it is partially, naturally the vulnerable species are facing the high risk, but presently they are facing the high risk of the extinction, but not in the near future itself. That's why the first option is correct or not correct explanation to the vulnerable species itself. Now the B option is the which are naturally strong population and thinly scattered. Of course, so the second option is also not correctly related with the vulnerable species. Of course, some of the species are small in number, or some of the species are present in small population and thinly scattered. But of course, they are not supposed to extinct from the nature immediately. So that's why the B option is also not a correct definition for the vulnerable species. And C option is the whose number of individuals are greatly reduced and continuously rare to decrease itself. The third option is the correct option, that is called C option. Already the number of species of a particular individuals or particular population is greatly reduced. Not only reduced, it is continuously reduced for a lot, and within no time they are supposed to extinct from the nature. That is the meaning of third. And that is the meaning of vulnerable species also. The fourth option is the which are extincted. But means vulnerable species are not completely or already extincted in the nature. That is also not true regarding the fourth itself. So that's why only the C option is the correct option to define and to giving the meaningful definition for the vulnerable species. That is called whose number of individuals has greatly reduced and continues to reduce or decrease. That is the correct definition for this question. So that's why I am opting the C option for this question. And after that, we will discuss some more questions which are related to the biodiversity and conservation. And one among the following questions are like that. Which of the following has maximum genetic diversity in India? Once again I am reading out that question. Which of the following has maximum genetic diversity in India? The options are as follows. Drosophila melanogaster. Drosophila melanogaster is the scientific name of the fruit fly, and in which Drosophila 13,000 types of the genes are so far present. And B option is the Saccharomyces, which has 600 types of the genes, or 600 number of the genes can be present. And B option is the Caenorhabditis elegans, which has 18,000 of the genes are present. Why 18,000 number of genes are so far present? And D, the Oryza satarum, which has 35,000 to the 50,000 of the genes are so far present. No, just while you know the number of genes are present among the four of the options or four of the species, certainly we are concluding to opt the which of the options. Certainly the Oryza satarum is the one of the species or one type of the plant which is present in our Indian environment, which has highest types of the genes or highest number of the genes, which is in between 35,000 to the 50,000 of the genes can be present. That's why, for sake of this question, I am opting the D option because of which has the maximum number of the genes itself. When you compare the remaining three varieties of the living organisms itself. Now we go for the other question. Walking up to bulbul's song in the morning is a. Okay, once again, walking up to a bulbul song in the morning is. And now the options are like this. A option is called narrow utilitarian. B option is the broadly utilitarian. And C the ethical, and D the both B and C. Particularly the nature is providing the so many resources to the and maintaining of healthy of the human beings itself. The people who are wake up at morning and they used to take the walk in the morning. So certainly those people can be listened a beautiful voice of the bulbul song itself. So, the type of development of health by the human beings while they take the walk in the gardens and in open environments, certainly which comes under which of the use of the nature itself. First option is the narrow utilitarian, which is not correct, and B option is the broadly utilitarian. So that means the B option is correct option to this question. And C the ethical. Of course, there is a lot of ethics. We are not disturbing the freedom and other things of the other human beings while you take the walk in the morning hours in particular garden or open environments itself. And D the both B and C. That here the walking up to a bulbul song in the morning comes under broadly utilitarian itself. Okay. And because of how the nature is providing a lot of oxygen to the patients which are treated in different corporate hospitals of the global health. Not only that, it is giving or providing different insects and different other living organisms for sake of pollination of the flowers of the plants. Not only that, they are helpful, just the nature itself is helpful in the dispersal of the seeds of the plants in different areas of the global earth to propagate their own species itself. So like that, not only that, just here the nature is the only source to providing the oxygen to the all kinds of the living organisms of the nature itself. So that's why the B option is correct for this. And after some of the questions are so far discussed, now we have come to other question. The question is like that. Read the given statements and select the correct option. The first statement is like that. Statement 1, ecosystem diversity is quite high in India. Of course, that is true. And statement 2 is supporting or incorrect also. The statement 2 is explaining that presence of large number of the deserts, rainforests, mangroves, coral reefs, wetlands are more in number. So naturally these are the different biomes and different habitats which are present in Indian environments. So if they are more in number, naturally the biodiversity in India is quite high itself. In that way, statement second is correct, and not only that, the statement 2 is also well supporting the statement 1 also. Now for sake of this question, 4 of the options are given like that. Just A option is like that, statement 1 and 2 correct. So naturally these 2 of the statements are true and correct regarding the India itself. B option is saying that statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. No, this option is not at all correctly placed that, because of statement 1 is correct, okay, partially correct this option, and statement 2 is incorrect. So the statement is also correct. We already mentioned in option A. That's why second option is not at all supporting this question itself. And the C option, you go for that, statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. In this also, the statement 2 is correct is given, but in regarding the statement 1 is incorrect. So the partial is correct, but the 2 statements are correct, which is already mentioned in the A option. That's why C option is also not correct option itself. D option, statement 1 and 2 are incorrect. This is not at all correct regarding the D option. So that's why among the A, B, C, D option which are related to this question, the first option is quite right, because of the statement 1 and 2 correct is given in the A option. That's why opting the A are the correct option for this question. And simultaneously I am concluding the class. I am concluding today class, and meet you people tomorrow for with the help of other new chapter itself. Now thank you.